miscalculated. There was something about the black he didn't like where it was, but from the minute he's done it, he was under the cosh. But then he's making the clearance, Peter, and he gets on the brown. I could never see this happening.
Well, that is just incredible. You just do not expect John Higgins to play a shot like that. And that is no exaggeration. That probably was one of the worst positional shots he's played in his entire career.
Yeah, it's one of those things. And if you know, sometimes if you miss it really badly, the cue ball pulls up, you've got a shot at it, or you hit it hard, it can. I mean, just where it finishes right on top of the blue is just no man's land. And I wasn't expecting to see that happen, and neither would John. And then, of course, he's been left a tempter, and he's going to go, not easy, of course, but when it's there and you think there's a chance to nick the last three colours and go to a respot, you're going to take it on. Didn't quite knock it in, and, well, no one more relieved in the auditorium than Tapchaya. So the players have just popped out to compose themselves, and we'll resume as soon as they come back.
I was just going to say, John, the exciting thing about Tapchaya is that we know that in 20 minutes' time we could be 9-all.
Yeah, he is that fluent, isn't he?
Johns.
It's getting so exciting. Nobody knows who's breaking off.
The 17th frame. John Higgins to break.
So it's John Higgins who breaks off. Frame 17, and it's been wonderful. Great match play snooker. Thrills and spills, lots of breaks, maximum attempts. Wonderful potting. Miscalculations. It's had everything.
The only thing we haven't had, John, is a respotted black, but who knows, that may be to come.
Superb.
One.
Fabulous. Clean pot. Allied to all the talent and wonderful match play capabilities, a magnificent temperament is owned by the Scot.
6.
Even though he's had a frame there, he'd be kicking himself if he didn't end up with a respotted black. He'll quickly put that behind him.
7.
Nothing he can do about it now. It's just a matter of getting over the line. Red pot's in the middle if he runs through. You could come off the cushion and go back for it in the other corner where the black's just gone, which is what he's done. Had a choice there.
$14. 15. Sure.
And wouldn't it be oh so John Higgins to roll that red in and clear up with a century at the first available opportunity?
Yes, and I mentioned earlier this evening, as I say, that it's not the frames you should win,
22.
it's the frames you shouldn't, and that 81 clearance that John Higgins made earlier this evening, which was absolutely wonderful to go 7-4. There's the difference between it being level pegging.
23.
9-7. The way Tapchaya has been playing and how he's been scoring. Without that clearance, it'd be 8 across. I've seen quite a few matches here this week, and he's played well enough, Tapchaya, to have beaten most players here in the opening round. There's some people who are going to be in the draw for the second round who've not played as good as him. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. You got John Higgins.
Big shot coming up here. Oh, he's played that perfectly. You cannot play that shot any better. What a wonderful shot. Look at the spin he gets in the cue ball here.
38. $39.
Funnily enough, followed by 1, he just mishit. He didn't get the work on the cue ball there. And to just run through slightly, but overdid it. So I had to play for the red between gap of blue and pink. So I would suggest this is a key ball here. Pot.
47.
Well, he's left himself a tricky red into the right centre.
I think the good news
54.
is, Peter, can he just go through the gap when he pots this? So it's not that the cue ball's being stopped. Yep. But no, hit the near jaw. One thing you can't do.
John Higgins, 54.
An excellent 54 from John Higgins, but you would have considered that was the frame and match chance.
And the reason why he didn't get closer to that red there is that he just potted the black into the wrong side of the pocket, and that just took the cue ball away from the next red.
Well, I think he's missed here, and Jord has gone across. I think he's covered it, but of course the one that's closer to the cue ball, and this is frame and match ball for me. This goes in. Ooh, it did. And this probably is going to be the end. Certainly wiped its feet, that one, but it's in. Little cannon up into the 4 reds here. Keep on the one that's over the corner. So he's 62 ahead. There's 83 remaining, so he's a
8.
Red and a couple of colours away. Couple of reds, couple of colours away from being over the line.
Nine.
So I may have to play a cannon here. Can't hold the cue ball for anything. There's nothing readily available, so obviously make sure you knock the black in, but one decent cannon away from over the line. Well, that'll do. So just this
16.
red and the blue, and John Higgins should be in round 2. And this has been an absolute epic encounter.
17.
He's had to pull out all the reserves this evening. John Higgins, his match play experience, potting ability, break building, everything, because his opponent has been very good indeed.
Yes, John, ultimately John Higgins has proved too strong. But Tapchaya can take a lot of credit out of this
22.
match. He really got himself up for this evening session, and he showed everybody what a great player he is.
23.
Well, trust me, John Higgins has had a workout in this match. He's had to play some pretty stellar stuff. The clearance earlier in the evening for the 81 was wonderful. And the rest of it hasn't been bad either. It's just John Higgins at his very best. And Tapchaya Un-Nooh, if you keep playing like that, young man, we're going to be seeing a lot more of you. It's not there, but that looks like it should be a handshake, and it is. And what a fantastic match we've witnessed there. John Higgins will be delighted to get through. That was a really tough match. And Tapchaya, well played, young man. We'll see more of you. But John Higgins delighted. He's through into round 2. He beats Tapchaya Un-Nooh by 10 frames to 7. Classic match.